Okay, so now I want to talk about effects. So I know that you guys have used some effects before, but I just threw some basic effects here in this effects template. Again, I'm on the bottom row of the 4 quick pickers. We've got effects template, and then this one's actually CWC. I don't have a summer 2017 page on this one because I kind of thought that these would be ones that we would continue to use beyond this summer. So let's just take a quick look at these. I know Brad, you've used these a little bit more than probably you have, Tom, so I'm just going to give a quick little tutorial on how I see these working, okay? So I'm gonna grab these 4 VLs on the floor, and I'm going to apply slow search. And you can see a little bit of movement. Maybe if you look up on the ceiling, you can see that they're moving a little bit, okay? And it's kind of like a searchlight effect. They're just slowly moving around. And I think we need to only be using these in the second service, but during a kind of a mid-tempo feely kind of song, this is a nice look. But the speed is never going to be quite right, so we need to go up here to the effects button, and it pulls open this window here. And first of all, this slider here is going to adjust the amount that they're panning left and right. So if they're going too far and they're going to a place that you don't like, you could reduce that a little bit. Most of these I don't have much tilt going on because that tends to put the lights in people's eyes, but you may end up applying this to a preset where you're in no danger of getting in people's eyes and you actually want a little bit more. And so now you can kind of see they're tilting and panning, and this is actually working fine. So you really want to, when you apply an effect, you want to get in there and take a look at it. Now the other thing is, I don't know if you can tell this, but when I opened up that tilt, they really appear to be moving a lot faster. So maybe now they feel like they're moving too fast. So you can come right here to the rate, and you can reduce that rate, okay? And you can just select that and type in 5. Let's see. Yep, now the rate is 5, and they're moving a little bit slower. And I'm done looking at that effect, so I'm just going to click on. I still have these lights selected, these 4 lights selected, and I'm just going to click on Stop All Effects. We've got another preset here called Search Medium. That basically does the same thing as slow search, but it's a little bit faster. It's not meant to really give you more variety. It's just meant to speed up your workflow. I've got an intensity wave here. Now let's see. So if I click on intensity wave, if you can see what's happening here, the four VLs on the floor are kind of going through a cycle. They're turning up and down. It's a little bit hard to see. Let's actually try applying these to our LEDs right here. I think that's kind of why I created it in the first place. So I got those LEDs, and I'm gonna select intensity wave so you can kind of see what's going on there. Just adds a little flavor to the stage, kind of nice. And then I'm gonna stop this one. And then let's try chase on those same lights. And this you can actually get to go to the beat of the song. If I open up effects, and if we look at one thing that is significant here is that the rate is set to 1x. Now you can change that, but the starting point being 1x is a little bit helpful. And now, and for the rate here, we can put in the beats per minute for the song. And sometimes that information is on Planning Center. I downloaded a simple little app for my phone where I can tap the beat of the song and it will tell me what the BPM is. So let's say that turns out the beat of this, let me get a little light here. So let's say the beat, it's 120 BPM. So I've got 120, and you can see, whoa, that's way too fast. It is going to the beat of the song, but it's just extremely fast. And so, quick way to fix that is to go, I want it to be half, or maybe quarter, or maybe even an eighth. And so now you can see it's a much more reasonable speed. And during a 120 BPM song, this will be going with the beat of the song. So kind of a helpful little deal there. So stop this effect. So again, there are other options for effects, but I have been finding that these effects are good starting points most of the time. You can put we've got an iris wave, intensity wave, chase. All these things can be applied to the VLs, and you can even apply them in combination to add a little excitement. Generally speaking, I have found that a lot of songs that rock start off rocking, and then in the verse they slow way down, and then they rock during the chorus, and then they go to a verse and slow way down, and they rock during the chorus, and then they have a bridge that starts slow and builds until it's rocking, and then it goes to another chorus that's rocking. It just seems to be a pattern, and I have found that a lot of the times, if I'm in a hurry, I can create two looks, one that's chill and one that's rocking, and just flip back and forth between the two of them. So you can edit these templates to make them work for your show, but let's use them. Let's use them and try to just bring consistency to what we're doing. And of course, you can always explore the other presets that are on the board, but please use the effects, use the presets. I definitely want us all to be using these color palettes. I don't want to stray outside of those. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. Hopefully it makes your programming faster and smoother and everything else, and I hope that it's not doesn't feel too limiting.